record. So if I'm talking, leave it there. If I'm starting to point at this, come back there. When I'm through pointing at that, just grab the whole thing and come back.
Oh, I can't move this?
You can grab this and move. Whoops. Actually, it's a little. You have to unscrew that and kind of go back and forth. And you can do that. Either way. Okay?
Mess it up.
So we'll start it off over there. Remember, it's the Blair Witch. You know, can't go wrong there, right?
Sorry, I interrupted you. Oh, that's okay. It's in, the only way I can describe it is like a little main street, and there's an awesome place to eat right across the street. It's a little bakery. Breakfast place, bakery place. And then down the end of the street is a huge complex that looks like the building was going to go upside down. Well, if you know the address, I'm down with it. I can get the address.
Start this whole thing going. I'm sorry to interrupt you. It's 2 o'clock. If you do have gentlemen here, Ray learned to bring up a couple of minutes. He's got a schedule. He's got to keep with it. Everybody else does too. So first of all, I'd like to thank you all for showing up for another session of the Santa Barbara Real Estate Investors Association. All these great faces and new faces, and I want to thank Judy Rattray for bringing in all these new people from the First American Title. She was she actually started us off, you know, a couple years ago. And gave us free lunches and all kinds of things. And then we got too big and too loud, and you know, we had to go someplace else. Yeah, that's right. But thank you so much, Judy. I really appreciate you getting this going. Thanks. So we have some great stuff going on here. First of all, if you haven't seen the website, Santa Barbara REIA.com. You can also get there with just SBREIA.com. This is all free. If you're out there on the internet, you know, you can be in North Carolina or China. We are going to have some people from China showing up here pretty soon. This is going to happen. So we're global, right? We're small here, but big on the internet. So that's the main website. As we scroll down on this, I'm not quite sure if I'm in PowerPoint here. Yeah, I am. So you can get to main website. We do have an affiliation with the National REIA. That would cost some money. A lot of organizations are charging $200, $300, $400. I'm not quite sure what all that entails, but if you do want to be a member of the National, there are benefits. There are also a lot of educational information on that website. I can get you in there for $50 a year. You don't have to be, but it's there and available. So what you should do is just kind of peruse that site, look at it, see if it's something that you're interested in. If you are, just get back to me. We'll make that happen. Okay? Discounts, Roto-Rooter, Sherwin-Williams, Home Depot. So if you're a builder, there's a lot of discounts there for people like Gavin. Is it Gavin? Yeah. So if you're a builder, there's a lot of discounts through the National REIA on all these different, you know, people that, like Home Depot, that supply supplies. Okay? So that going on. We also have a blog site that you can get to from the main website. A little bit trickier. SBREIA.blogspot.com. So I don't expect you to remember that, but you can get to it from the main website. That's actually where all of our meetings are showing up. Who we're going to have here, what's going to go on. If we change the time, which by the way, more than likely next month we are going to change the time. Normally we're the last Thursday of the month. I'm going on vacation, so it's going to probably be it's going to be a day before, I think Wednesday, not the last Thursday. So I'll let you know. It'll be on the site. We'll email, call, and do what we do. I want to thank Ruth. Put your hand there. Thank you, Ruth. She's the person that makes all those phone calls for doing that, and it makes a big difference because you know you can email people all day long, and you can text them and everything else. But until you actually get on the phone with them, it's kind of like, we're going to do what? When? Oh yeah, I'd like to be there. So it really is important that we do make this call. And we put little notes down there. If you say don't call me, we won't call you. So we know as we move on what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing. Okay, so the blog site. Now the blog site and the website has a link back to YouTube. So what we're doing right here is we're videoing every meeting because I know everybody in here at some point has said, oh, there's this great thing that's going to happen, and it's a webinar, and it's at 8:30 on Tuesday, and how am I going to make that? You know, I can never make those things. I don't know about you guys. Anybody have a problem with that? I have a big problem with that. So I said, okay, forget it. Forget the webinar. We're just going to put everything up online, and we'll be there all the time. So you get to go look at it when you want to in your leisure, kind of mark down the minutes and where you were and go back to the next one. What you'll notice is there's a playlist and a favorites. The favorites is kind of what I've got up there right now by default, but the playlist actually shows you each individual month, and when you click on one of them, it fans out to 5 or 6 different videos because you can, boy, okay, we won't go there. It fans out to about 5 or 6 different videos because YouTube can only handle about 10 or 15 minutes per video. So I've got to actually cut it out, put it up there, and then it's all there. So that's available. It's all online. It's all free. Now, one of the things I want to cover here real quick is last month we had AJ from the Self-Directed IRA Pros speak. He was here and he spoke for about an hour and a half. We just grilled him and pounded him on a lot of questions to get a sense of, how you do this IRA LLC stuff. And so I want to talk to you just a little bit about IRAs and what's going on here. If you're below 60 and younger, you probably want to have, your personal account, your business account. You want to be doing business out of that so that you can take money, stick it in your pocket, live and survive and all that. But you also need to be thinking about an IRA, even if you're young like Jonathan and think that I'm never going to retire, never. You got to start working on that because the day will come, especially for the rest of us like me, who's 61, you can start pulling cash out of that tax-free right now. So imagine this. Right now, you probably have heard this like $5,000 limit of what you can take and put into an IRA as earned income from your job. Well, if you have an IRA with just, say, $5,000 in there, and you invest that $5,000 and you went out and made $1 million, that whole $1 million will go back into your IRA tax-free. It's a self-directed Roth IRA. You can pull that cash out tax-free because it's investment income, not earned income. Okay? And when you combine it with something like AJ's talking about from last month, which you should go watch and see, a IRA LLC, it's a lot more flexible because you get to write the checks, you get to do what you want with it, instead of contacting your custodian constantly and waiting for 3 or 4 days to be able to get them to cut a check and do what they do. Okay, so an IRA LLC is going to really make your life a lot easier from that standpoint. How can you go do this kind of stuff and make all this great money without spending any of your own? Well, there's 2 ways. One, you can do all the work, and you can do partnerships with people and split the profits. They come in with the cash, you actually do the work, and then you split the profits. Okay? Or you can do what probably 80% of people say is, I got a full-time job, I don't have any more time to do any of this stuff, I don't even want to do it, I want to go play golf when I'm done, and I like what I do, have my own business or job or whatever. They can provide the money, you can do all the work. Now, in my experience, what I've seen is about 80% of the people say, I don't want to do the work, it's a full-time job, what you're doing, I don't want to do it, here's the money, go do it. The other 20% say, I want to do that as a career, but what I'm also seeing is that 20% that want to do something like this, go out and buy tax liens and deeds and use these IRAs and build up a lot of wealth. They've got to pay bills. They've already got a full-time job. So that 20% that actually wants to take this on as a career are going to have 2 careers till they get there. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of dedication. You really got to work your regular job, keep the bills going, get things paid, and eventually work into doing something like this. So my guess is at best that 20% might be 5% of the people who really say they want to, might actually do it. Okay? So go back, take a look at the YouTube videos for AJ. I've been doing my IRA custodian's been Equity Trust, and I have been real thrilled about the pace at which things have been going because I've actually created an IRA LLC for my son and daughter to build up their retirement. Not a great thing for dad to do for the kids, right? So actually, the plan is to teach them how to do it so eventually I can say, okay, now you know who to do it. So I'm not going to do this forever, but I'm going to get going. The process has been difficult. Working with Equity Trust has been difficult. AJ recommended IRAservices.com. I'm going to have that up on the website. We're going to probably have somebody of Michael from that company come and speak because they are way more flexible, much easier to deal with. So we're going to see that maybe 2 or 3 or 4 months down the road as well. So you really want to go back and look at these videos. And there it is, IRA services. So we'll have more information about that. That would be the custodian that I'll work with. And then AJ will actually set up the entities. You know, the LLCs, the IRA entities, that kind of stuff. Okay? And then we have Ray Learn. So we're going to go on from that. Anybody's got any questions on any of the stuff that I talk about, feel free to call me, email, whatever. We have got Ray Learn from CoreLogic, and Judy brought him from First American Title. He's going to come up here and speak with us. I want you to kind of give Ray a hand for showing us what he's doing. And I'm going to get his PowerPoint presentation up here if I can find it. I think we got it right there. Yeah. So you can use this, just be careful if you want, or you can use...
I'll probably get lost with that. I'll go back to the...
Okay, we need some help on here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Okay. Hello, my name is Ray Learn. I'm with CoreLogic. A little bit about CoreLogic. Many of you may not know the name CoreLogic or what it is. CoreLogic is actually it's a company that is started back in 1958 as a real estate information company out of Florida. And there probably have been the acquisition of probably 50, 60 companies through that period of time. You might know us by some previous names, TRW, Ready, Experian, some of these names, Transamerica, Teletech, First American Real Estate Solutions, and actually CoreLogic broke away from First American Financial back in May of last year. What they wanted to do is, with First American Financial, it's a $4.5 to $5 billion company, and a big chunk of that are the data and analytics companies. So they broke us out of First American separately with the idea of more visibility with Wall Street that what is this company called CoreLogic that's a $2 billion company, and we are the largest data company in the country. We're international. We have about 12,000 employees. And like I said, we're about a $2 billion company, and we have over 850,000 records in our storage database, the largest database in the country next to the government. We deal with the primary mortgage bankers, Freddie, Fannie, anybody and just about everyone that needs to find out about property information. One of our companies is, one of our 400 plus product lines is a company called Realist. That may ring a bell if you're MLS people. So I've been doing this for about 25 plus years, I can say that. And my background is I've been directly in this channel for almost 18, 19 years now. Before that I dealt with county government and private land building services. So what I wanted to do today is focus a little bit about, one, who we are, so you have an idea of what CoreLogic is all about. Okay? And I'm just going to jump through here. And today's agenda, just a brief overview of CoreLogic and who we are. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, not spend too much time. And then we're going to jump into a couple of product lines that we have that are offering some unique solutions, as well as something that you can immediately utilize. And we've been taking referrals into our AI source product, as well as for investors, we have a product called RealQuest. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into that right now. And if you have questions as we're moving along, throw your hand up. Try not to slow us down too much, because we want to try to get it done by 3. The data assets at CoreLogic are absolutely unbelievable. If you were to sit here and look on a chart at the data flow and structure of all the data relevant to what we have, these are some of the people that we deal with directly in our channel. Underwriters, issuers, Census Bureau, the FBI, all the mortgage bankers, county assessors. That's where a lot of our data comes from. Okay? We're just not a plain profile company, okay, where you get property profiles. We do tax servicing, bankruptcy. We just cover an array. If you think about it, I say 850 million records. The population of the United States is roughly, what, 350 million people? Okay? And we focus on properties relevant to residential information. So We cover and track all the property ownerships in all but about 30 counties in the United States. We actively get copies of all the deeds and documents from the county recorder's office every day here. We do that in about 2,000 plus counties. Take the documents, scan them, abstract the data off them, update our database systems. We've been doing that for years, for decades, okay? So we've been actively